The laughter came first, then her voice. Light, practiced, dripping with the same charm she once used on me. Come on, it's just a joke. He knows I'm kidding. My wife's boss, Preston Hale, stood beside her, holding a glass of champagne and a smirk sharp enough to cut glass. Around them, the crowd, executives, investors, her new colleagues, laughed like obedient echoes. I didn't. I just stood near the bar, a stranger in my own company's celebration. The company she thought belonged to Preston. The branch opening bore my name in the documents no one ever read. My name hidden behind shell companies, investment arms, silent boards. She'd never asked where the money for her dream job had come from. She only said she deserved it, that I should be proud she was finally stepping up. So I was quietly until tonight. Preston raised his glass and nodded toward me. That's your husband, right? The one you said still drives the same old car. Her cheeks flushed. A nervous laugh. Well, he's simple. Simple. Preston repeated, smirking. That's one word for it. More laughter. I sipped my drink. Bitter like every unspoken moment between us. And in that second, I knew this wasn't just mockery. It was exposure, a public reminder of where I stood. Except they were standing on my floor, and they didn't know it yet. Hook one. But what if the mocked husband secretly owned the entire empire? The evening unfolded like a slow dissection. Every toast, every whisper, every touch between them revealed more than words. Her hand lingered on his arm. His gaze stayed on her lips. Their laughter carried a rhythm too familiar, too intimate. I'd seen that same rhythm once years ago when she laughed with me. Something cold settled inside me. Not anger, not jealousy, recognition. When the music softened, she approached me, glass in hand, smile rehearsed. You okay? She asked. As always, I said. You're quiet. I'm watching. She tilted her head, pretending confusion, but her eyes flicked toward Preston. Guilt lives in the eyes, not the words. I'd seen it before, but tonight it was undeniable. The party wound down. Guests left in pairs, whispering goodbyes. Preston stayed, of course. Circled her like a shark. I waited. When the room was nearly empty, I approached. Quiet. Congratulations on the branch, I said. Preston turned, smile patronizing. Thanks. Couldn't have done it without your wife. She beamed. I nodded. Actually, you couldn't have done it without me. He laughed. What? The funding. The investors. The building lease. All mine. She froze. What are you talking about? I pulled out my phone. Showed the documents. My signature on every page. Hidden behind layers, but there. Preston's face went pale. You're joking. No, I said softly. You were. Silence swallowed the room. Only the soft hum of the air conditioning remained. Then whispers, then stillness again. Preston tried to recover, his voice shaky. You could have said something. I did, I said, years ago when I believed in honesty. My wife's glass slipped from her hand, shattering at her feet. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't look angry. That was the point. I turned to her. You said you wanted to be independent to prove yourself. You did under my name, my funding, my company. Her lips trembled. You knew. I built it for you, I said. Watched you trade me for the illusion of power, and then watched you mock the hand that made it all possible. Preston looked like a man drowning in silence. The investors watched him with quiet disgust. I looked at them, then back at her. Effective immediately, I said. Preston Hale's employment is terminated. Security will assist. 2 guards appeared. Efficient, unspoken. He protested, babbling about misunderstandings. No one listened. Then I looked at her one last time. You can stay, I said, for now. But the position comes with a cost. Integrity, which I'm afraid you've already spent. She didn't answer. She just stared, eyes wide, reflecting every lie she'd told. I left before the noise returned. The laughter, the whispers, the explanations. Outside, the night air was cold, clean. Freedom has a scent. I loosened my tie and watched my reflection in the glass door. Calm, unreadable. Once I would have wanted her to beg. Now I only wanted silence. Power doesn't come from shouting. It comes from knowing you no longer need to. As I walked to my car, my phone buzzed. A message from her. Please, can we talk? I deleted it. Then, for the first time in years, I smiled. Because the truth wasn't just revealed, it was owned. And so was everything else. Hook 2. Want to know how one quiet revelation shattered a marriage and a career? Final line. I didn't destroy her world tonight. I only reminded her it was mine all along.